The Dokkan 8th anniversary part 2 is here, and we can't stop summoning until we pull the new LR Gohan and the new LR Goku. Let's dive in. We are going. Can I click on the thing? So we're doing Gohan first. Now here's the thing. Frieza is here, and while I did rainbow him and I used my coins, which I rarely do, I have yet to ever actually pull a Frieza outside of the very first one. So here's how I think this plays out today. Either first off, I pull him nonstop and can't get the Gohan, or I continue to just like not pull the Frieza. He continues to elude me and I just will literally never pull him. I'm afraid it might still be that one. No, actually I could see it trolling me, and I just pull so many copies of that unit. Now, I am usually not one to look at these units prior to them coming out, but I was just too curious. I think these are really cool part 2 units. I know there is a lot of there may be 2 of the most polarizing part 2 units we've ever seen. Oh my God, please, hang on. Zeta! No, it's gonna be 3 or more. No. Okay, maybe not. No, I'm actually, anyways, I'm so tapped in right now for this. I'm so excited for summer for these. I actually don't know what the Gohan, I know he's like the one on the banner, but I didn't really pay attention to what his SSR looks like. I mean, I'm sure we'll know. It'll be Gohan. It'll be very obvious. Oh no, it's just gonna be an LR at the end. Oh no. Oh, hey. What's up, Goku and Piccolo? I mean, I know you're like not even a year old yet, but I don't really need you. Actually, I'm gonna be positive here. I can use you guys. I think I've only pulled enough to like rainbow them, so that's technically like that could be a TUR. And I know usually that's not me, but I've been caring a little bit about, you know, a little bit about my power level lately. I've been link leveling like a madman. I even saved, so right now on JP we actually have an event that's live that's like boosted link levels, and you can only do it three times every 7 days. Of course, I did it the second I woke up a week ago when it came out. So today when the reset happened on it, I was able to do it again because it had been 7 days since I've done it. I was like, I'm saving it because I'm going to save those 3 runs, because it's like a 40-something% chance to link level. It's crazy. So it's 100%. I'm like, I'm saving that for when I get these guys, when I get the Gohan and the Goku. So I'm strategizing. I save my boost because I have 3 guaranteed link level keys right now. So I have 3 runs, so I can take the units from 7s to 10s. But I'm like, that's only 3 runs, and getting 7s can be a pain sometimes. I was even talking to Truth about it. Like once you get to link level 5 to 5 is pretty easy, but once you get to 5, that chance of link leveling to 6 and so forth is so low. I actually had it happen to me. I level 10 link to the Nova and I Shinron and had a level 5 link still. And I've had it happen on several units at this point, because I've actually been link leveling a lot. I'm coming up on 200 units link leveled. It may not sound like a lot of y'all that's been doing it since link leveling was introduced in 2020, but I didn't touch link leveling until like basically the beginning of 2022. I've only been doing it for a little over a year. So I feel like a little over a year having 200 fully linked, by the way, not just like the way Diddy does it with some of them link leveled. No, like I have link leveled all those units to 10. When you look at them, they're full 10. All their transformation states, everything that it could be a 10 is a 10. This is the one. Nope. Oh, God, it's not the one. You know what is the one? G Fuel. Now, unfortunately, this is sold out. So, the anime stuff is selling out like crazy. But G Fuel, thank you guys for sponsoring us. You guys can go over there, use code NANO, and guess what's up for pre-order? No, it's not like, I don't think it's readily available. It is a pre-order, but it is back to where you can at least order it. So you guys can pick up the Kamema flavor. Yes, an official, actual Dragon Ball Z flavor of G Fuel. Use code NANO and you're gonna save yourself some money. You are also supporting me. So if you guys want to pick that up, they also have this back in stock, which of course I have one unopened. I have a Kamema unopened as well, because I can't not have it. Dude, they're collectibles. Look at these things, man. They're so cool. We even, look. Let's go! Oh my gosh! Yo, the GSSR? What? Oh, dude, we got him. Oh, we got him, and it wasn't even that difficult. Oh, we got him. Dude, the fact we pulled him while it's so clutch. It's too clutch. It's too clutch. Oh my gosh, let's go. We got him locked up. We got to finish it out. And now it is Goku time. It is Goku time. Why haven't you liked the video? We are trying to hit 1 million this year. And right now we're just like a couple hundred away as of filming this from hitting the 800K on the channel. So even if you're watching this and I've already hit the 800,000, you could definitely still subscribe and help me get to 1 million, especially if you're watching this during the 8th anniversary on global. Because I know a lot of times once it's global time, a lot of y'all come back to these videos and you're checking them out and seeing what all you can, you know, what all they're about and seeing what the pulls and all that fun stuff. So I gotta know you might hit that red subscribe button. Of course, hit that like button. You know what? Hang on, it's an anniversary summit. Can we do 10,000 likes on this video? Why not? We're trying it. We're gonna throw it out there. But G Fuel, thank you guys for sponsoring us. That's a nice little double LR pull. Thank you guys for using code Nano over there. It means a lot to me. You guys have used it a lot, and I absolutely appreciate that. But I was just letting you guys know, user backup for pre-order. The 2 Dragon Ball flavors are back up. So you can go over there and pick up those. There's actually 3 Dragon Ball flavors, but unfortunately the Saiyan Pride one is just totally sold out. Vegeta stands. Y'all know, we know what's up. We know what's up. But it's totally sold out, so that's why I'm not mentioning that one. But these 2 are actually up for pre-order. And even look at this. They actually come out of my cans, bro. This is like the coolest thing. I've had like a Dragon Ball Z like can in my background for literal years. Suck it, Diddy. So the fact that one of my sponsors actually made an actual like can of you know, of G Fuel that I can put back there is just so cool. In fact, it actually looks cool too, and as Goku and Vegeta, God, they know how to get to my heart, man. They know how to get to my heart. Anyways, y'all, we did it. I cannot even believe it. Is it not gonna be the movie? Am I getting ahead of myself? Possibly. Do I want 2 copies? Yes. Will this be my second copy? Maybe. Could be featured, and the fact that but there's so many featured LRs. But what if it is actually featured? There is a Gundam flavor. Sorry, I know I just keep coming back to G Fuel, and I don't ever mean to talk about the sponsor segment so much, but I love this sponsor, so I love G Fuel. So there's this one, but it's sold out. So I'm sorry. The anime stuff just goes too crazy. And the Gundam one's such a perfect fit too. I literally have, look, I have Wing Zero at all times behind me, and I have the entire box set of Gundam Wing behind me at all times in every video. It's right back there hanging out. Oh man, y'all, I'm in a good mood, dude. This is great. This is fantastic. You love to see it. Now wait, which banner has the Goku? Has the Tech Goku? Oh, it is this banner. Oh, this banner's good. So my meta cooler is literally rainbowed, but my Tech Goku is only 79%. So let's go in. Here we go. It is go time. Goku banner. No animations today though. No animations for that Gohan. He just poof, popped up. GSSR. You love to see it. Less than 10 minutes into a video. Hey, listen. I know some of y'all think I want the movies. I really don't. They're fun. Well, they can be fun. I would just prefer to go back to the olden days where it's like, of course you did, Nano, and I pulled them in like 10 minutes and it's great. Not where I sit here for an hour and a half and spend tons of Dragon Stones, which aka means lots of money, and I don't pull them, you know, like for Gohan. And technically I got pretty lucky on the LRSJ3 banner, but I couldn't get the side banner units. So it's like I got lucky and unlucky all at the same time. Like, could I? No, dude, there's no way. There's no way. Nope. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're like, yeah, Nano, there is no way. You thought that was going to be Zeno? Yeah, okay. Copium. Wait a minute. I'm trying to get my water intake up lately. We'll talk about this on my stream yesterday. By the way, we've been streaming on YouTube again. You guys should stay tapped in on those. I'll try to start posting them more. And I'm trying to figure out what I want my first YouTube stream for Dokkan to be. Because the ones I've done have all been for Legends. There's just no way. Y'all, it's been so long since I've had one of these to go this well. This is so long since I've had one of these go this well. What is happening? Let's go! Oh, dude. What is going on? Listen, stop. By the way, I had mentioned it earlier, but we're trying to hit 10,000 likes. Can we do? I can't believe I got the Goku and the Gohan like this. No way, no way, no way. Oh my gosh, stop it. No. Actually, sure. I want to see it 1,000 times in the comments. Of course you did. Do it. Why not? I kind of want to see it. But here's the thing. And this isn't back when I would kind of say it. And it was kind of, you know, like, oh, okay, Nano, whatever you say. Genuinely, we've had so many of the movies, so many times where I can't get the unit to pop, bro. The ultimate Gohan, the shafting, like literally summoning for forever. My voice was gone too on that one specifically, so I had Diddy come in and help talk it through. Dude, I love this Zamasu. I love this Zamasu. This Zamasu is so good. We get a really good lead for him that's not Trunks and Vegeta, and he's gonna be crazy. I've been staring at them. The tech LR Goku Black and Zamasu, the Easy Aid, as well as that intelligence Zamasu. And I've been like, you're gonna get a lead soon. The intelligence Goku Black's gonna Easy A, and it's gonna be crazy. And I just know it. So you know what? That in Zamasu right there, he is rainbowed. I rainbowed him in on his banner. Wasn't that easy, but we did it. I'm gonna save him, and he's gonna become a TUR for me. He's gonna become a TUR. But dude, the Gohan summons were crazy because my voice was trying to leave me. But we've had so many of these that have went so sour, so bad, you know. And so to finally be here today and have pulled both of these without it being in the movie, it still might become a bit of the movie because I want to get one more copy. My goal was to get a copy of each in this video. And then when we do the duels, we're going to actually limit ourselves this time. These duels aren't going to be duels where we just summon for like thousands upon thousands of stones, both parts on multiple banners. It's going to actually be properly limited the way we sort of started them to begin with. And I will hope to get a second copy to get them to 79%. But if I can leave here on the anniversary and just have them both with a dupe, I will be happy. Now, I started mentioning this and I got distracted at the beginning of the video. I looked up what they could do. I will say, I think these are two of the coolest part 2 units they've ever done. I don't know why people are so like in arms over these. I know we all wanted Kid Buu, we all wanted Omega, but they've never really followed that pattern. They just haven't. We like ever since they started in part 2 LRs and we were 5 year, we didn't go what we were hoping for. Not really. In 6 year was just kind of like a mixed bag. TOP was, that was a weird one. 6 year, looking back at 6 year, I love UI and I love Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, like just as forms. I think they are incredibly exciting. I'm looking forward to more, hopefully more Universe of Alpha Saga and Tournament of Power stuff this year. But that anniversary is kind of on the lower ranks for me. So, you know, but again, part 2, I mean, I didn't really know what we expected, but I don't know that people, I don't think anyone expected to get a U7 unit with 17 and then another 17 unit. I don't know. It was just weird. It was just weird. Speaking of the devil, there he is. It was weird. Like, it was just like, felt like 2 of the same unit or something. I don't know. Part 2 that year was wonky. Then you look at 7 year and not what we expected at all. Nothing wrong with Saiyan Saga, but I feel like Saiyan Saga could have been like a Golden Week, or I mean, Saiyan Saga could have honestly been worldwide. I don't know. There's been some interesting decisions. So when you look back at that, I never really expected Omega and Kid Buu anyway. Like, I don't know. I just didn't. So I think that these like part 2 LRs are actually really good candidates for part 2 LRs. But after looking at them, I'm trying to get around to this. I don't know. I know that Truth is probably going to like them a lot because they are very defensive oriented. But I feel like even though they're super heavy on defense, my only thing is that I feel like they should still have a little more offense. Okay. Is this a double rate banner all of a sudden? I feel like they should still have a little more offense. I feel like they're still lacking so much in offense that it does feel a little lackluster to me. Maybe that's just me being typical I love big numbers Dokkan player, but I feel like to some extent Like I saw that Goku before he has like his 9 hits that he has to take or whatever, is putting up like 5 to 6 million, and that's rainbowed. That's rainbowed out. So what is he gonna do? Like with mine at 69%, like what are we? Oh, we're faking out. Yo, what's up, Zamasu? By the way, these banners for buy 3 get 1 free, pretty high value. By the way, like these Carnival banners, infinitely better than top banners. Not even comparison. These are so much better. The only thing I think that would make it, if they would have almost treated it like a top banner, where Goku and Gohan were on the same banner, but then the value probably wouldn't have been as high. And anyways, I would have maybe liked that a little more, but I don't know, man. What if I wanted them on the same banner? I mean, it would seem high value, but then it'd be so much harder. They'd probably pumped up like the amount of LRs that were on the banner, amount of featured units, and it would have been really hard to pull the 2 that you really wanted. So like it's a definitely give and take situation. All that to say, I think the actual theme of them being the intro to Kai and intro to original, you know, the first like Dragon Ball Z intro, I think those are so cool. I really don't know why people are sleeping on these. I mean, definitely I want to hear back from y'all. Like I love checking the comments on videos like this and seeing like what you guys have to say and why you either love it or why you don't love it. But I feel like they killed these units. Some of the animations are a little, you know, there's a little in between frames that are kind of like iffy, and definitely the active of this Goku is like not necessarily up to snuff with what we saw from the actives or sorry, the standby skills from part 1. I mean, the animations for the part 1 DFEs are some of the best in the game for sure. Like undeniably, those standby skills are god tier level animations. So like, you know, but I feel like the Spirit Bomb needed a little more. And now I haven't seen if he has a KO screen. I'm definitely excited to try these units out and see like what all they do and what all they've got and all that fun stuff. But yeah, that part is a little iffy. But like as far as the idea of giving us intro units, this is something I've been asking for a long time. My only gripe is that there's no Vegeta, which they can come back and they can do it. Like what is the intro we get after? Is it the Trunks arc when we get that or something like that? Either way, it's where we've got Trunks and Vegeta in there and they go Super Saiyan and do all that fun stuff. That's what I want as a card. Matter of fact, a very incredible artist over on Twitter, Iggy, actually made it a fan art for it. And I'm like, that's the unit that I want to see happen. And I think they could absolutely do that at some point. Dude, I got to stop pulling this Krillin. I'm guessing he's featured. Oh, we're getting an LR. It's the wrong Goku. Oh no. Why did I sign myself up to try to pull 2? I know why, because he'll be way better at 69% than at 55. Yeah, that's why. Surely I'll get one more here soon. I'm gonna switch back to Gohan's banner for a minute. I mean, I feel very good and very relieved to have, you know, each of them, but I don't necessarily want anniversary units. I don't want to leave the anniversary with them at 55. I don't want them necessarily rainbow, but I also don't want them at 55%. That doesn't seem very, I wouldn't say viable. Like it would be fine, but I like to be able to use these units and make really fun content on them in the in-between and build up to global. And then when global gets here, I've already got them, you know, link level 10 and do all that fun stuff and try them out. I mean, last year when global got all the units, I literally made a video that was like 2 or 3 hours long or something, and I used every single anniversary unit in one video for you guys, and it was received very well. So I want to be able to do that again here, and I would like to not have them necessarily at 55%. That's not, and also I really don't think they're going to look that impressive at all. As a matter of fact, I think they're gonna almost look like frauds at 55%. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I actually will be really interested in seeing these 2 units at 55%. I will probably not make my own video for that. I've not done something like that in a long time, but I'll be interested in seeing some other people make some videos like that and show us what exactly they look like at 55%. I know Truth will definitely make one, but anywho, look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about these units. Look forward to seeing at least what you guys hear, because there's so many different like verses of Dokkan. Like there's the Twitter verse, there's the Facebook verse, there's the YouTube verse. Like there's the people who don't interact on any of these platforms at all. And I feel like everyone has such incredibly differing opinions. So I'll be interested in hearing what a lot of you guys, like specifically that watch me, have to say about it. If a lot of you agree with me, or if a lot of you are like, which here's the thing. I'll say there's a difference between thinking a unit is cool and wanting to actually summon for a unit. Because I think if I were a global player right now, watching me and watching everyone else use those units, I would 100% put my focus onto the DFEs. Undeniably. I think after using them now for, what have they been out, like 2.5 weeks or something like that, I definitely think the consistency of the GT unit. Don't need that unit. I put that unit a lot. I think the consistency of the GT unit makes them maybe the overall best unit so far from the anniversary, but the damage output of the SSJ 3 Goku and the Vegeta is just dumb. Like, it's insane. I mean, they just conquer everything that you like put them in. And as long as they are usually like in the middle, as long as they are a second slot unit, they're going to be fine. Because they're going to super like 4 times. They're going to build their defense really fast, and they're pretty much going to be super A-okay. And then if you feel like they're not, guess what? Standby skill, can't die, done. And then they finish the game. So yeah, I don't think I would choose these over that, but I would say there's a difference between like, oh, I'm excited to summon from this unit, and I think it's a cool unit. Like, these games are gacha games. They're designed to release units every 2 weeks. Like, literally, they drop units every 2 weeks. And in this particular case, it's more like almost 3 weeks, but in a 3-week-ish span, we got 2 Dokkan Fest LRs and 2 Carnival LRs. And then guess what? In roughly 2 more weeks, we're going to get a Dokkan Fest unit for the end. Oh, cool. For the end of February or beginning of March, which was when we got Captain Ginyu last year, which is, you know, one of the best units to release in all of 2022. So we're probably heading to another pretty busted unit that'll release after the anniversary. So like, you're not necessarily meant to summon on absolutely everything. There needs to be stuff that you just go, yeah, I don't necessarily want to summon on that, but I can like respect the fact that it's a cool unit. And I just don't get like the weirdness towards their intro. Like, I never thought an intro could be like, you know, a card. Yeah, we've been wanting a Z Fighters card for forever. This is like a card idea that I've been spouting out for like 6 or 7 years. Like, I'm pretty positive that if you find one of my like theory crafting videos from like year 1 or year 2 of me making content, the Z Fighters are one of the cards. like this is specifically, and I literally asked for it to be the intro animations, and that's what they did, including for the super attacks. I think that's just the coolest thing. Now, I wasn't the biggest watcher of Kai, so I didn't necessarily know. Obviously I've seen Kai, and but I've not watched all of Kai. I'm a Falconer OST guy through and through, and so like, I've seen the majority of the big moments of Kai, but I've not watched Kai from start to finish. And I'll be open and tell you all that. But I've obviously seen the opening of Kai plenty of times, and I really like so Kagi has like a cover of it as well. I really like Kagi's cover of it too. It's sick. But like, even with me not being like necessarily the biggest viewer of Kai, I still was like, bro, this LR is sick. You know, like this LR is absolutely crazy. So I don't know, man. It was what? Why? Oh God. Oh no. That could have been Gohan. That could have been Gohan. Oh, I mentioned this on my stream though. I was talking about streaming. There's so much stuff that's happening. I'll stop talking about the units. We've heard enough. We've heard enough. It's, you know, you get it. You get what I was trying to go for. You, I was trying to say. You get it. We get it. We all get it. But I was streaming. I've been streaming on YouTube again. Some of you guys have been questioning how am I doing that. Twitch partnerships were freed up as of last fall. So last fall, they made it to where Twitch partners were no longer exclusive, which I know some Twitch partners just did it, but I wasn't going to do it because I knew that it was in my contract that I needed to be exclusively streaming on Twitch. And so I never wanted to like even tempt fate because it just didn't seem worth it. But now that I can stream on both. It's not against any sort of TOS, not against anything at all. Oh, what's up, Trunks? And I can actually stream over here and not even remotely risk getting like in trouble or anything like that. And so I was like, well, the thing that I really want to do specifically is stream my legend summons, because when they're not as hype, I would just rather be able to just dive in like the second, you know. But I don't know, I say not as hype, I just don't know if I would do it like for Legends Fest, because I may just do those as videos, because I may want to truly like be able to really throw in the edits and the drops. But that came off weird. They are hype, but it's just like, it's not like for anniversary. Like, I may do a Dokkan one here and there, but for like the anniversary stuff or like Royal Life Celebration, I don't ever foresee me wanting to stream those because I foresee me wanting to be able to like edit those and do the drops and do the fun things like that. But as far as just like streams, I think it's fun, dude, because getting to interact with you guys live over here, and I get it, not everyone's over on Twitch. And then on top of all that, the stream turns into a video that everyone can just watch. I don't have to worry about like uploading it or doing all of that. The stream literally turns into a video that just gets sent out to you guys. And so it just makes a lot of sense. So that's why I've been doing that. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for my first Dokkan like stream. I don't know if they would drop some content that I felt like was pretty worthy of going live and like the stream is purely focused on beating all that content, I would do that maybe. Or maybe I'll do them for like the March Dokkan Fest, the first March Dokkan Fest as streams. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to sort of see like where I want to finally insert my first Dokkan stream. But I'm back over here. We're doing streams. It's a good time. But one of the things I talked about over there, I'm back on the fitness grind, and I'm trying my best to stay like on it and really watch everything that I'm like actually putting in my body. Because it was like I was talking about this to a few people, and I went down like a slippery slope because I used to be really like on my macronutrients and really paying attention to everything. And I'm someone that like when I first started out, I wouldn't like slip at all. And I drank a lot of like diet sodas and stuff like that, but that was like my one thing that I would allow myself to do because it's technically quote unquote 0 calories. But when go somewhere, I'd always get the grilled option instead of anything fried. I would get, you know, veggies or fruit. You know, like a good example is when we would go to Chick-fil-A when I got serious about stuff. Instead of getting the fried sandwich or the fried nuggets or whatever, I would get the grilled chicken sandwich, and instead of getting fries, I'd get the fruit cup. And then instead of getting a sweet tea, I would get, you know, a Diet Coke or whatever. Gohan. It is Gohan, but it's not the one I was hoping it would be. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So what I would start doing as time has went on, post having our kiddos and all that, I've slowly went back and I was like, okay, so I'll still get the fruit and I'll still get the grilled chicken, but I'll get the sweet tea. Oh, and sauces. Sauces were another one too, because sauces add up quick. So actually, I think what it was first it was the sauces. I was like, you know what? I'll start getting sauces. I'll dip my grilled chicken sandwich into sauces because, you know, sauces, they're great. They taste fantastic, make everything fantastic. Then it was, so that was my first thing. And I was like, you know what? Fine. I'll have some sauces. It'll be okay. Then I went back and I stopped getting the Diet Cokes or water and started getting sweet tea. Or, you know, I'm not really like a real, I don't drink a lot of like actual normal Cokes. That's not really my, I pulled them in the same multi. That's gotta mean something, right? Right? So basically what I'm trying to get to is I took everything away, and as time went on, I slowly started adding things back. I started being less lenient. I started being more lenient. So like I brought the sauces back. I then brought back the drink. I then brought back the fries. And then eventually I just said, you know what? We're just having fun. So no more grilled chicken sandwich. I'm getting that spicy fried chicken sandwich. And like here and there, that's not a big deal. But when you're doing that a few times a week, it starts adding up. And then you start, and I'm just using that as an example, right? Like it wasn't, obviously, we actually don't eat out that much. We do a lot of, you know, cooking here at home. But similar things apply. Like I would not, my dressing on my salads were always like really low cal ones. And I started doing like ranches and, you know, higher fatty ones, higher all of this. And the next thing you know, you've added like 1,000 calories, like 20, 30 more grams of fat you're supposed to have, 20, 30 more grams of carbs, 100 more grams of carbs. You know what I mean? Like if you're someone that tracks all that stuff, that starts to really matter. Especially when you start doing that, you know, several times a week, that adds up. Because realistically, when you're counting your calories, you should look at things more holistically, like more on like a weekly basis than instead of like a daily. Like a daily is great, but like you can mess up your entire week by having like 2 or 3 days. You wouldn't think it, but 2 or 3 days of like being in a massive excess of your normal like calorie intake can really mess with you. I'm not, by the way, a trainer or certified anything. This is me just talking candidly about my experience with eating. And so I've been back on that. I've been back to tracking that and really trying to pay attention to it, just for health reasons and everything else. And one of those things, I'm back to trying to drink a ton of water because it's very good for you to do so. So I've got water. I've got G Fuel. Yes, these both. Yeah, that's me. So we're back to doing that, and I'm back to training, bro. We're back in here. I mean, I always train a little bit, but I'm back to like really holding myself accountable and really making sure I get in there and actually get my training in. So I didn't train today. Today was an off day, but yesterday, and I've been doing things from like a more like whole body type thing for me. Back in the day, I would do like just basically the most basic split, like chest on one day, back on one day, shoulders on one day, arm day, leg day. And then I would do calves one day, abs the next day, calves the day after that, abs the next day, and just rotate those in and out. Those would be a part of it. And then of course some cardio. Dude, I was one of those dudes that I would spend like an hour and a half, 2 hours in the gym. I just wanted to be there, throw on my headphones, listen to my music, and I was just like away from the world, and like I just enjoyed my time. Of course, this was also pre having a kid, and you know, I had a little more time on my hands because I just worked like my 9 to 5. And I had free time to go to the gym and be there for a couple hours, and it didn't really matter. Like I don't have that luxury anymore. There's definitely not a day out of the week when I could ever go and just be in a gym for 2 hours. I don't think anymore. Maybe once or twice a week, but definitely not 5 times a week. That's just not possible. And that was my split. And I was just very much so like focused on doing that. And right now I'm doing more of like a whole body approach. I've been doing a lot of lifts that are like, again, the best example is literally yesterday. I did deadlifts, I did bench press, and I did triceps. You know, mixing in some stretches and some other like minor exercises, but those were like the main things I hit. And it was just like a whole body. Oh, okay. You Diddy. It's just like a whole body thing. And it's like, honestly, it's been better. I think I've been enjoying it more. And I've been hitting a lot of just different exercises that I wouldn't hit before. I was a very, very basic move guy, which the basic stuff is always been the best in my opinion anyway, but I've been trying to open my mind to more stuff in terms of when I'm training and hitting different like muscle groups and all of that. And I've been really enjoying. I've been sort of I believe what you would call like in a body recomposition stage right now. I think it's been nice. It's been good. I've been really focusing on stretching. I used to preach that like crazy on my streams and in videos, but in 2020 I ended up actually going through like physical therapy because I was having some issues, and it was mostly probably due to years and years of training and never stretching. And so there was like some nerves being pinched that would not be pinched if I would have just done stretches and all of that. And people would always tell me to do stretches, and I'm like, I'm young, I don't care, who cares? And I'm still young, or I think I am. But you know, it's like, I think all those years of not stretching finally got up to me. So it's something where I really make sure that when I'm lifting and training now, I do stretches constantly. I do stretches in between, you know, certain sets. I do stretches after, I do stretches before. Like, I am so oriented on stretching, and plus it's just better for your muscles that way. And it feels good. It sucks at first, but for the most part, it feels good, and it's very much so worth it. And so if there's anything you can take away from me right here, right now, if I could have just not pulled them this many times, we would have the Gohan Rainbow. This is insane. It is to do stretches. And when someone tells you that you should do them, listen to them. They know what they're talking about. I promise you. I promise you. I wish I would have done it. I used to have so many like back problems in college with my like shoulder blades. And if I would have just done better and more stretches, I don't think it would have been an issue. I also was ego lifting like crazy when I was younger like that. And ego lifting is just so dumb, man. You look stupid and it's not worth it. And you're probably lifting stuff that you shouldn't be lifting, and you're going to hurt yourself. And it's just so, I was so dumb. I used to think like everyone in here is looking at me, and I got to make sure I lift like a certain amount of weight, and you just don't, man. You just don't. Nobody cares, bro. We're all in our own self-centered little world when we're in there. No one cares about what anyone is doing. The only time someone might be paying attention to you is they think you're about to hurt yourself, and they're like, holy hell, am I about to have to go there and lift that bar off that dude? That's the only time that at least me personally, and most of the people I used to be in there with, would ever really care about. Would just be like, okay, is this dude gonna be okay? Otherwise, I don't care what you're over there doing, bro. I'm listening to my music. I'm in here. I'm away from everyone, and I'm just doing my thing, bro. Like that's it. I don't care what, you know, if you're hammer like curling like 10 pounds, 40 pounds, 80 pounds. Actually, I might care. If I see you curling 80 pounds, you're you just barely get them up. I'm gonna go, yeah, bro. Maybe you know, like, I'm not gonna say that. I probably should, but I definitely will give you a look. I'll be like, bro, What are you doing? Anywho. Oh, they say we're back. We're back. I feel like that was a long-winded way of saying that. But you know what? What else was I going to talk about? These summons that are going not so well now. I ruined this. I ruined it, dude. Why am I doing this to myself? We started off strong. It was great. And now it's not so great. Now it's not so great. Why is it like this? I don't understand. I don't want the anniversary units at 55%. Is that what? Why? Like we're deep. We are deep. I think I've been recording for like almost 40 minutes now. This is kind of insane. Okay. Yeah, I've definitely pulled that Goku before. That's yeah. This is gonna be the one. It's still gonna be the one. Apparently, I just am not gonna get Xenos or Rifts or Whis in this, but this is gonna be the one. He's gonna be in this. Whether they meant 3 or more featured, I don't know, but he's gonna be in it. I can't use it though. Oh man, it was featured. That's my first time to get him too. Okay, in this video. I know I already mentioned he's rainbow, but just, you know, just clarifying. Ah, Fasha. Okay. Okay. Ooh. All right. Maybe I was wrong. Was I wrong? Do I need them past 55%? What was the point of summoning all this much if I'm not going to try to get another copy though? That's where my brain goes. Is that bad? Is that a bad way to look at it? My brain thinks, at least for me in my specific position on with this channel and all this, I'm like, well, dang, I've now summoned like 1,000 more stones or something past where I pulled the Goku. Should I really stop? It's probably a bad way to look at it. But like, surely he'll be soon, right? I feel like I'm that, you know, that digging meme where I'm so close. He's right. It's right there. He's got to be right there. I mean, he's gonna pop up just any second now. We're gonna see that Carnival logo, and it's gonna be double fascia. Ooh, wait. Okay, what's up, blue? This is it. I don't know why they haven't added new animations. It kind of blows my mind that somehow we got him for a superhero. I love that we got him for a superhero, but like, why not for the anniversary that makes them lots of money? It seems a little weird to not just, I called this. I shouldn't have said anything. We're gonna rainbow this freaking golden Frieza in this video. Do I switch back to Goku? Do I switch back to Goku? I don't know. I don't want to go back to Goku until I've completed the mission. Because yes, I'm on a mission. This is a mission now. We're here. We're all tapped in. It's super deep into the video. We're gonna get him. I think what I'll do 2 more rotations tops on Gohan, and then I will switch to Goku, I think. And we'll see what happens. I would like to think that Gohan happens in these next 2 rotations. 8 more multi summons. Also, it's crazy when so Didi put out a video talking about the ultimate Gohan, or not talking about, but doing the ultimate Gohan and Piccolo summons, which was a crazy video, by the way. 5 hours long. Of course, I was in that because of our duels, and I think I hopped in on some of his streams to just talk to him because he got determined to do that. But if you add it up, which I think his stone counter actually counted the free like pull, so technically his stone counter was wrong, but it did count it, I guess, if you would include every multi summon, which like right now I'm coming up on 2k stones spent in this video, and if you included the buy 3 get 1 free, I mean that's a lot. That's a lot of multi summons. And so his equivalent, I think his actual number was 12,000 stones or 13,000 stones or something like that. But once you add up that many stones spent and you get the buy 3 get 1 free, it ended up being like 17k stones or something. Or maybe it was he spent like 15k total, and then it jumped him to like 17k because of the free multi every time. That is so crazy. Like, that is so insane. This is the one. This is the one. Long Kamehameha, Krillin. Again, this is the day of not getting Xenos. This is the day of not getting Goku Black Rifts. And in all honesty, I love those animations, but it throws you off so much more if you get them the way I just got them earlier in this video with the other Gohan and Goku. Because like you get the Goku Black Rift, or you get the Xeno, you immediately know, like, oh, I got him. Like that's then and there when you know. But if it happens later, it's like, oh, like I was sitting there giving you a spiel and talking about like G Fuel, and I pulled Gohan, and then I think what was I talking about? And I got the Goku. It's freaking hilarious that is how that happened. Oh, the OG, the Nano Genix, like Ender. I don't pull that unit that often, like hardly at all anymore. There's just too many LRs to get that one. And I feel like those older ones, I don't know. I don't want them to show up, but I feel like they like almost never show up. Oh, we're going to fuse. Can we get blue? He just looks better. Nope. He does just look better. That, like, what is that? The AGL SSR for SV. Not nearly as aesthetically pleasing as the SSR for the Tech VB, I think is what the VB's from. That SSR for the Tech VB looks so good. So much art that just never sees the light of day because it's, you know, just like an SSR that will never be used really. I mean, you'll see it, I guess, when you pull them, and then that's about it. One specifically, which I just talked about in my video, Diddy and I recorded a video earlier today, and we were talking about the different like TOP Gokus they could do, and they haven't touched like Super Saiyan God or even a Super Saiyan Blue. He's the one that brought up the Super Saiyan Blue. I didn't realize that. I hadn't really thought about it. But there's not just like a Super Saiyan Blue Goku from TOP. Obviously, this was sparked because we have a Super Saiyan Blue Goku that revives in a UI now on Legends, which he's so freaking cool. Like, so cool. They did that unit so much justice. But crazy enough, there's not a Super Saiyan Blue Goku from TOP. There's the Kaioken one, but not based to Super Saiyan Blue. The only one that exists is the Super Saiyan Blue Goku that awakens into the UI Goku. And that unit was so crazy, very unique, that he goes from God to Blue to UI. And that God Goku, I mentioned this in my video, or in the video with him, has like the actual like key gun thing that he does, but they've never done anything with that. Like it seems so wasted to be on that SSR that no one is like really ever going to use or ever going to see. So I hope that we get one of those this year, because what sparked this as well is because if you look at the Dokkan Awakenings right now, it would make sense that we should be getting some TOP related stuff sooner than later, because the two oldest Dokkan Fest right now are Jiren and Android 17. And so one would think that we might be seeing some TOP stuff just based on that. Now, I guess they could technically EZA the Jiren or EZA the Android 17 to some sort of like adjacent type of unit that doesn't necessarily like matter so much. Like we saw Bojack EZA during the Yamcha Dokkan Fest release. So like it's not something where it's just automatically it has to be a TOP thing, but I would say two Tournament of Power units seeing EZAs, it's probably going to be there's probably going to be some TOP related stuff. Plus we really are just due up for Tournament of Power units anyway. Like we basically haven't gotten any since year 6, and those units have aged a lot. UI Goku is really only viable because he can dodge. That's really about it. So and like his offense is pretty bad now. Like we're just, power creep has been insane. To be honest, a unit releases and isn't like, at this point his attack isn't consistently probably getting like to 10 million. I mean, I probably gonna feel a little underwhelmed. Like, I don't know, 10 million I feel like is the kind of the new standard. I'm still not used to it. Like I'm still not necessarily used to that being more or less like the standard for like a unit. Like, but that's just the case. That's just the situation we're in now. Like a unit not doing, 10 to 15 million feels kind of weird. Like pretty consistently. Maybe they need to ramp up to it or something, but like at some point a unit should be doing 10 to 15 million at this point, while also having some pretty good defensive stats. And Yeah, UI Goku doesn't have that. Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta doesn't have that. Again, if Evolution Vegeta would have literally just released and had, oh my gosh, no way. Now, all that to say, these units, I think I'm actually almost slandering these units, which is not necessarily on purpose. These units do make up for it though with some pretty insane defense, but I think they both do eventually get there. I would say if a unit's doing 8 or 9 million, then that's also fine. But realistically speaking, I would say 8 or 9 million is probably pretty close to like the bare minimum, just because we're seeing so many units come out and do so many just crazy consistent like high numbers while also having high defense. So yeah, like, and again, that's once a unit's like built up. I'm not saying a unit out of the gates should be, you know, 15 million. That I don't think we're quite to. I mean, it's a good pull. I don't have them rainbowed yet, so it's actually a really, really good pull. We pulled an anniversary unit. Let's go. Now, if we talk about, I mentioned potential Goku Black, and obviously we talked about a lot of TOP, but Saiyan Day pretty obviously looks like it's going to be Super Saiyan God Goku. That seems fairly obvious. The one before that, though, maybe not so much. I think TOP makes sense. I think more Future makes sense. I also think there has to be a Vegito somewhere in this year. So whether Vegito is Tanabata or maybe he's worldwide, I'm still holding out hopes. There's going to be an EX to this part. And they're likely going to either probably awaken the year 5 Annie units or the worldwide celebration units. Because I actually think Buhan, oh please, come on, this is the one. I actually think Buhan and Vegito deserve like an EZA at this point. They both need it for sure, and the year 5s need it too. I really hope though, if it's going to be in here or going to be part of the 8th anniversary, I hope it's the worldwide celebration units, because what I'm really hoping for worldwide this year is something related to Vegito and Gogeta. I think that would be a really fun worldwide. Now I know typically those are saved for anniversaries, so maybe they'll be 9th anniversary, but like I think at this point, after we've seen what releases they've put out over the last like year, I think anything's basically on the table. Like I think anything is on the table. And I think more specifically than that, I actually think this year they might have more stacked releases lined up than even last year, just because there's just a lot of stuff that seems to be like looming that they haven't touched in a while. Specifically like DBS Broly, Vegito, like those are all. Hang on, wait, was that a duo with Whis? Does that mean anything? Let's find out. I guess not. Huh. Interesting. Hang on though. Who was featured? What? That Tech Piccolo is featured? Why? Why would we do that? It seems like a really bad idea. Dude. Oh yeah, what's up, baby? You deserve it. I bet a Super Baby is also a unit that's going to release this year. Fake out 17. Baby and 17 in the same multi? What kind of witchcraft is this? That's a crazy multi summon. If we were doing if you summon it, use it right there, that would work out really well. Man, I mean, we are just pulling LRs left and right. I actually need more stuff from the other banner though. I just kind of thought, you know, it wouldn't go like this, but it has. Dude, we have rainbowed that Goku and Piccolo. I feel like I should have just taken my dub and ran with it. I did this with Frieza and I did this with Trunks and Vegeta, and it didn't turn out good. I should have learned my lesson. I really should have learned my lesson and not attempted to do this. And my lesson be, you know what though? The thing is, if I wouldn't have done this, I actually would not have pulled. Again, assuming Diddy does honor what we talked about, which is in our dual summon battle. If you summon it, use it, whatever. Is that we're going to truly limit ourselves, and we're not going to allow ourselves to do like thousands of stones. So if we would have honored that and I would have stopped, you know, when I pulled the Goku, these would have all these, I wouldn't even made it this far into our duels, and I would have just, I guess, never went back for them. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. See, that's like, and so now I'm like, because there's another banner. I've decreased. Some of y'all don't agree with me on this, but it is true. I got them early, but now that I've went so many stones past, it has decreased how many stones it's taken to get so many copies. So like, sure, I got a Gohan, I think in, what was that, 450 stones or something, but now it's only been one Gohan and one Goku and 3,000 stones nearly is what it has been. So it has overall decreased the amount of stones, like how lucky I was at the beginning, which is so unfortunate. I mean, I did this to myself for sure. I 100% did this to myself. This is my doing, but I didn't think it could be this bad. But I should have remembered what it's been like on the others. I even talked about what was feeling on the others. Why did I do this? What do I do? Oh no. And we just keep pulling LRs because there's so many of them. Never mind. I love Zeno. Forget what I said earlier. The level of relief. I felt like a chill go down. Zeno! Oh my gosh, never mind. Zeno's great. I don't like anticipating it. The level of anxiety I was getting waiting on him to pop up was too much. Let's go, dude. Holy. That was getting crazy. What was it? Did I? Never mind, that Christian, that Chris, like the copy for stones a lot, bro. What? Holy, that's dumb. Oh my gosh, that is a multi for the ages, bro. 2 Carnival LRs and 1 multi. Take me to the other one, my guy. Oh my gosh, that was so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, minus me doing a duel with Diddy, I'm done off that banner. Oh man, I know this is deep into the video, but I know I've already asked, but I like the video. Come on, that was a good time. That was fun. That was fun. Oh my gosh, that was so good. That was so good. That was, man, it made me wait a long time for that, but that double Gohan pull was freaking awesome. That was sick. That's what we're here for. Hang on, is this a guaranteed fusion? It's not. I thought Beerus with Vegeta. I thought he told me Beerus with Vegeta was a guaranteed fusion. I didn't think it was, but then did he tell me it was? Maybe I don't know. I said that one time. He's like, no, I didn't tell you that. And I was like, okay, I feel like you did, and I took your word for it. But then, yeah, it's obviously not because it didn't fuse. Okay, so I started out with 6,000. I'm pretty sure 6,000 stones. So we're almost 3,000 in. We've pulled 1 Goku, 3 Gohans. I mean, it's not bad. Especially not for Carnival. I feel like, again, these banners are pretty good, and I definitely defended them pretty heavily at the beginning of the video. But the thing is, they're still an LR banner. The Dokkan Fest banners are still, I feel like, gonna always be a little more high value, especially on anniversaries. They just put so much stuff there that I feel like is still usable. Because a lot of times when we get into these conversations, like even just a second ago when I was talking about all the Dokkan Fest and stuff, I feel like, you know, the bottom line should be close to about 10 million on attack while still having really good defense. Even if a unit's not doing that, they're still going to have usability. There's so much content in this game that isn't surrounded by the quote unquote in-game content. And even the in-game content right now is really not that hard. Maybe I'm just missing it. Maybe I'm not doing it right, but I feel like a lot of the content right now is not keeping up with the units that are releasing. I have this feeling that we're about to get something like Legendary Goku event level, like when that released, which that released in like May of 2019, you know, or even the introduction of those final stages of Red Zone. But even Red Zone was pretty beatable. It was hard, but it was pretty beatable. And Legendary Goku event was pretty beatable too, but it was like a new level of difficulty. And UI Goku was like genuinely like a menace. Like you were just like, wait, what? Like, what am I like? Whoa, you know? So I feel like something like that has got to be looming somewhere, because these units are getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and they are really making a lot of the content we have available to us just feel like nothing. Now, I know I'm also saying that from someone who's spent a lot of stones lately and has rainbowed the anniversary units and rainbowed Gohan and rainbowed Piccolo and all these units. But I do feel like there's, I don't know. I feel like there's just like a gap between how good these units are, which is like up here, and then the hardest content, which is like down here. And maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. Like I haven't finished, I won't lie, I haven't finished all the anniversary stuff, but I did some of the anniversary stuff in my video the other day, and it wasn't that difficult. Maybe I got really lucky though, because I've seen Truth still putting out like no item runs and stuff, which I think he would do that anyway, but I feel like with him doing that, the content has to be at least somewhat difficult. But again, I still think these units are just, they're maybe more future proof like than some of the anniversary units prior. Maybe. I think that might be the case. Like they know they're about to drop like a Cell Max level event, and Cell Max was hard and that was fun trying to beat that, but I beat that like on my third turn. I think when I made that video, because I made that video that night he dropped, you know, when it came out here in the States, the movie came out in the States and they dropped Cell Max event on Dokkan. I really feel like I beat that on like my third try, which and it is hard, and it's still really hard for sure. Like there's so many units you just cannot take into that event, period. But I mean, Cell Max again is like peak pinnacle in-game content. Like not every unit is meant to go in there and win, but that's like Cell Max makes up such a minuscule part of the actual amount of content in this game. That's basically what I'm trying to get across, is that you go into summoning for a banner like on a Dokkan Fest banner, and even if you pick up like UI Goku, who actually unironically is still really good for a lot of that in-game content that doesn't disable evasion, because he has a 70% chance to dodge, and being untouchable means you're going to survive. But you're not necessarily untouchable, but your 70% chance of being untouchable, it just means you're going to survive. So that's like having that UI Goku on there, even though he is 2 years old, even though he has age, his damage output is pretty low, his chance to survive in events is very high, especially events that aren't the Cell Max event, that aren't Broly that disable invasion, that are like 98% of the rest of the content in the game. He's going to be really usable. Versus over here, you might get an LR that's in that weird state that hasn't easy aid yet, or that has easy aid, or some of the LRs also are even more niche. Like they need very specific teams to be ran on, which I guess that's going to come down to just the general like units available on the banner anyway. But I still think the value, even as much as I talked up the Carnival banners at the beginning, the value is still always infinitely going to be in part 1, which is what I said. Like if you are going to choose a part to put your summons on, you know, you're a global player that is literally waiting the 5 months to summon for all this stuff, you go for part 1. And that's pretty much the answer every single year. The Dokkan Fests, while I do think these part 2s, they're Carnival LRs, you know, they're better than Yellow Coin LRs, they're still not the focus of the anniversary. The focus of the anniversary are the Spirit Bomb units, are the new standby skill units, which I'm like so unbelievably excited to see what all they do with the rest of those throughout the remainder of the year. Like I cannot even imagine what we're gonna see. And well, assuming they'll actually utilize it, assuming it's not one of those things where we just don't see it hardly ever. Like revivals is just something we've just rarely ever seen. It's kind of sad how little they've utilized revivals, because it's such a cool concept, but you just don't see it much. I know we literally just got it built into one of these standby kits, but it's just something we haven't seen a lot since it was introduced during, what was that, 6th year? Yeah, that was 6th year. And so I do hope that these standbys become more like prominent. We see them do it a lot, because I mentioned this in one of my theory vid, or was it one of my theory vids? But they could definitely do a fusion type unit with standby. And again, I don't want that to become the standard. Like I don't necessarily want the next Vegito to come out and be a standby unit, but also the idea now that, you know, Potara is not permanent, and they could stand by a Goku and a Vegeta could stand by into a Vegito would be so sick. That would be such a cool thing to do. And it's like, you can only be Vegito for like 5 turns. And because again, the idea of standby is it's just like, you can become this thing for a little while and then it's done. Honestly, it's like the Android unit. The Android unit almost is kind of like a standby type thing, you know? Like, because you can stand by into Vegeta right now, and if Vegeta never dies, he never revives, then you just go back to Goku and Vegeta. You only have the actual Vegeta portion of that unit for 5 turns, just like the other one. So you could 100% do a unit that fuses into Vegito for 5 turns and absolutely bust it, and doesn't necessarily have like something they're necessarily building towards. Just for 5 turns, it's just like fused up and just dominating, counters left and right, counters super attacks, counters everything for 5 turns. Like it's literally a pop and win type of standby ability. That would be so cool. I actually really want to see them do that. Now, Vegito has been so scarce, I don't know that I necessarily want the next one to be like that. I guess that would have to be the case, because I don't want fusions turning this thing that's only done through standbys. But I do think, I don't know, y'all let me know. I've asked y'all let me know so many times in this video, but I would love to see y'all's thoughts on a standby fusion ability, because I just think there's a lot of possibility here for this, and I think it'd be really cool. Like, I think they could do also like a Super Trunks and a Super Vegeta standby, where Super Vegeta like has a standby into Super Trunks, and he's letting Vegeta charge up a Final Flash, and then like a Final Flash comes through. So Trunks like comes in and he like beats up on him, and then when you pop it before you get out of it. And they could do it basically the exact same way that they do the Spirit Bomb mechanic right now, where you're gathering key spheres and you do more damage based on, you know, how many you get. And he does like his Final Flash ability. That would be so cool. And I don't think they're going to do that anytime soon, because we just got the Super Vegeta, you know, actually he's a year and a half old. He's August 2021 on JP, but that could be a cool thing. There's just so much they could do now that they've introduced this new ability. And I think that is my, bar none, like favorite thing about the 8th anniversary standby. And also the 8th anniversary, while I think it's pretty comparable to 7th, I do feel like I just enjoyed Red Zone more than the content they've introduced during this anniversary. I think that's where I'm at. I'm probably gonna make like a video where I just kind of talk about the anniversary and my overall thoughts. I've been literally logging in. I've been doing my dailies. Spoke about this earlier too. I mean, I have been on this game so much. If you actually take a look at my rank from this time last year, if you go back and watch a 7th anniversary video from JP, and then watch an 8th anniversary, I think I've jumped like 400 levels in rank just from pure link leveling. I do everything. Like, I'm on here, dude. I'm on this game so much. I've been on this game so freaking much. I am consuming so much Dokkan lately. It's not even funny. Like, I'm draining this battery, which is I have a phone I literally just purely use for Dokkan and like a couple of other like games. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on this game a lot right now. So I'll have some thoughts, I think, on the 8th anniversary when everything is done. I'm not feeling it quite as much as 7th. That's just me personally. And I know, like, if you look at you pull out the Carfax on the 8th, I think it is pretty like comparable to the 7th in terms of just overall content and everything they've done. And honestly, they've been super generous, and there's been some really cool stuff they've done. But I think there's something about Red Zone that really made the 7th annie stand out to me personally. I think that's where I am at. And I definitely, as much as I love these 8th anniversary units, the part 1 7th anniversary units are still 2 of my favorite releases ever. I mean, it's 2 Gogeta units, bro. Like, it was going to be hard to compete with that for forever. Like, it would take some really dope Vegito unit for them to do that. And by the way, like, I really do think Vegito has to be soon, because I mentioned this in my part 1 videos, and then I went back and I actually verified, like, the last Vegito genuinely was the STR Goku and Vegeta. That was so long ago. Like, that was so incredibly long ago that we have to be, oh, not this guy. I mean, he should EZA at some point soon too, though. They need to drop a Broly and EZA that one, and it'll be so good. And give the new Broly big bad bosses, please. Please. Fuse. Cool. Blue. Not cool. But like, it's crazy to me that they went that long, because since his release, we've gotten Int Gogeta, we've gotten Tech Gogeta, We've gotten SSJ 4s that fuse into Gogeta, and then we've gotten the Super Saiyan Blues that have an active skill into Gogeta. So like, where's the love for Vegito? Vegito makes them lots of money, so like, you know, he's got to be somewhere like coming up soon. So it's like, what are they doing? But he's definitely, I know they released the first 2 Super Vegetas that we got in the game as Dokkan Fest. That was also prior to them doing Dokkan Fest LRs, you know, and then of course the first actual Dokkan Fest LR was a Super Vegito and a Super Gogeta. So I would say that he is probably transcended past them releasing one of those as just a like Dokkan Fest. So if there is going to be a time slot where we do get a new Vegito, I would say it either has to be Tanabata or Worldwide or 9th anniversary, which is crazy to start trying to talk about 9th anniversary. But I was just talking to Diddy, but can you stop? Can you stop? I was just talking to Diddy about this, but 7th anniversary just feels like literally yesterday. Like 7th Annie feels like yesterday. Like I'm like, how in the world? Like, how are we on 8th anniversary? And how are we already halfway through the 8th anniversary? Like, I'm already sitting here having discussions with you guys about what could be the Dokkan Fest in 2 weeks for March, and also what could be the Dokkan Fest on Saiyan Day. So, like, with that in mind, what is life, man? And then what's even crazier is that Legends is adopting the sort of Dokkan like pacing, because Dokkan be pumping out stuff crazy, bro. Like, I did this as a meme to Diddy, but if you really look at the landscape of Dokkan, what we have to look forward to the rest of this year, we'll have a Dokkan Fest exclusive at the end of this month, beginning of March. We'll have the Saiyan Day Dokkan Fest. We will then have a Dokkan Fest at the beginning of April, like literally on April 1st. We'll then get an LR sometime around my birthday, which is in the middle of April. Then we have Golden Week at the end of April, which is a joint celebration now, or it pretty much has been for like, what, 2 years? So Global should expect that. We'll have Golden Week. That'll be at the end of April. In the middle of May, we'll have the Golden Week Part 2 LR, which last year was the like Dokkan exclusive, Dokkan like crazy animations. Sorry, well, they were crazy animations, but actual Dokkan made up what if animations with Gohan, you know, going Super Saiyan 2 in there and a father-son Kamehameha, but like together. I thought it was cool. It's a cool unit. Then at the end of May, we'll get another Dokkan Fest, which last year was the ROF Blues. Then in the middle of June, we'll get a part 2 to that, which of course is the Golden Frieza. Then we'll get the Tanabata Dokkan Fest LR. Then we'll get the part 2. That'll be at the end of June, beginning of July. Then we'll get the part 2 that'll be related to that. It would not surprise me if this year that is a Carnival LR, by the way, because of how much they value the Tanabata. I mean, look at how good the Tanabata LR was. The Tanabata, Chila. The Tanabata LR, like which was Vegeta and Trunks, still probably a top 5, maybe 6 unit in the game, just because of how like they made them so freaking busted. It's crazy. And then you got the Murzamasu, which was the part 2. That's middle of July. Then we do get a smidge of a break because they'll just do like a double rate banner, which is actually where Chila and Fasha were introduced. But that's about it. That's about the only break, because then immediately end of August is Worldwide Celebration, which will likely be a Tanabata, which will likely be a Carnival LR with a Dokkan Fest LR. Then 2 weeks after that, in the middle of September, you get the part 2 of that, which will likely again be another Dokkan Fest LR and a Carnival LR. Then we do finally chill a little bit, because the beginning of October will be a Dokkan Fest. Typically middle of October is a Yellow Coin LR, but last year it was the Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, which was insane. Then they'll drop another Dokkan Fest at the end of October, which last year was Bardock. Then November does chill out. November then becomes chill because they don't pretty much do anything, because they're going to drop Heroes at the end of the month, because that's when the Heroes anniversary is. But then they'll do a Dokkan Fest at the end of November. Then they'll do a Carnival LR in the middle of December. And then they'll do the New Year's Dual Dokkan Fest, which last year, of course, was the Gohan and the Piccolo. And then boom, it's anniversary again. And so that's sort of been like the pacing for pretty much forever. Like that's literally been the pacing for 4 years now, something like that. And Legends appears to be picking up on that, because in so the way Legends is always, not always, but since they've been doing some of the ultras and which has only been like a year, but basically even before that with Legends Limited, they would drop one per month, one per calendar month. is what it looks like, is how they sort of limit themselves. So in January, we got 17 in Ultra Hit, and that hit actually was a January release. He released on January 31st, so he actually totally counted towards their January release. I have pulled way too many of that Vegeta. I'm actually very over seeing that Vegeta pop up. I'm done. Dunzo. Stop. I'm over it. No more Vegetas. No more. No. Nada. None. Period. But they started dropping Ultras multiple times, is what it appears. Because that Ultra Hit dropped. We then now today got UI Goku. And then my guess is they will chill because there's only 13 days left of this month. But then we're going to get into March, and it would not surprise me if in March they dropped an Ultra and a Legends Limited. Wait. Did I just pull the featured Zamasu from the other banner on this banner? You can't make this up, dude. We've pulled... I would love if someone took the time to count how many LRs we pulled in this video. Also, I'm coming up on 4,000 stones. Do I just stop before I get a Goku? Like, who knows how long it'll be before I get a Goku? Man, this has been a journey. This has been a journey for sure. There was just a jump right there because I won't lie, I've been talking so much. That's the one thing when you're like a creator like this, you don't think about it, but you talk a lot when you do these summons because you're just filling the void. There's like nothing really going on. Like, at least when you play, like when I play other games like Kakarot, you know, or basically literally any other game, there's other stuff happening and the characters are like talking. But like in this, dude, there's nothing else going on. By the way, earlier when I thought Merge Zamasu was featured on the other banner, no, he's actually featured on this one. I'm dumb. I for whatever reason thought it was the other banner he was on, but I've just done so many summons on both now that it's like it's all like blending together. But on these characters aren't talking. We're just trying to pull a unit, so it's like you're just filling the void here of a lot. So I just was like, hey, we're just gonna chill out for a sec, and I pulled nothing. Oh, but I did pull something now. Let's go, dude. That's a good pickup. That is a good pickup. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Speaking of the original standby unit. I mean, it's just an exchange, but like it does feel like a bit of a standby, like them specifically. I don't know why. It just does. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Carnival Goku. It'd been a dry like 1,000 Dragon Stones there. Carnival Goku coming in clutch. That's a 90% LR Tech Carnival Goku for me. So that's a big pickup. I might. That's a Ford pickup. That's a Ford F-150. I don't know why when I said big pickup, it made me think. I got a Ford F-150. This thing right here will take care of me from dusk till dawn. From dawn till dusk. I don't know why I said it like that. All right. Surely this freebie, it all ends right here. The Goku coming in hot. Woo, with the Chiaotzu. He's gonna be in this one. The free one. Because everyone knows the free ones have the best luck. Wait, no, don't be GSSR. Trunks is a gentleman. We all know what this means. We know that it's gonna pull through for me here. We just know it. I believe in it too strongly that this is the Goku.
A few moments later.
Why? Okay, Krillin 18. It's still got to be the one. I'm too deep. I don't believe it. I pulled too many Vegetas. There's just no way. Too many Vegetas. Why? Vegeta, leave me alone. Long Kamehameha. The long Kamehameha. Here we go. You'll love to see it. The long Kamehameha coming in clutch with the Goku. I can feel it. This is the one. It's not gonna be a Vegeta. It just can't be. It's gonna fake out, please. No. Surely this is the one. I just know it. I can feel it. I can sense it in my freaking bones, bro. It's been so many stones since I pulled one of these units that it just seems like it's not gonna be him. It's gonna be this one. It's gonna be this one. This is the one. This is the one. It's not gonna be a Namek Saga Vegeta. It's not gonna be anything else that it could potentially be. It's just gonna be the Goku, because he's that guy and he's gonna show up, and I believe it. It's Kai opener Goku right here in this multi-summon. It's not Kai opener Goku. Dude, I gotta get more box space. This has been crazy. I've had to clear out box twice now, which granted, that's rainbow. Okay, all right, we're done with that Goku. We don't need that Goku anymore. We need the Goku. We need the Goku. That's oh my god, I rainbowed the freaking Carnival Goku though. Okay, that's actually sick. I do like that. What I don't like is that I'm nearing 5,000 stones spent, and I know Diddy still wants to do these duels. Man, are duels canceled? Are duels canceled? Did this video alone cancel the duels? Trunks being a gentleman, man. Surely. It didn't Zeno though. Surely, right? I mean, it could, you know, it could only be like 80 other characters besides that Goku, but surely it's gonna be that Goku though. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that there's so many LRs in this game now. All that matters is that it's that Goku, and he's gonna show up. He didn't show up. Oh snap! 2. All right. Whew. These summons have been pretty brutal. I keep it 100 with y'all. We're under 1,000 stones left total. So like I am, I'm over 5K deep now on these 2 banners. This is crazy. This is actually very, very crazy. I can't even. I have no comment. I don't even know what to say at this point. I don't even know. Like, I'm actually so low on stones, I'm questioning whether I'll even get a Goku before I'm out of stones. That's how crazy this is. Oh, come on. I just didn't want to Zeno. That's all. He's here. He's here. I just didn't want to. It just didn't want to Zeno. It's 3 or more because he's here. He is here in this multi. No, Goku, go away. I want the other Goku. When you're, you know, no Vegeta. Dude, he's got to be here, bro. This is the one. This is the time. Bro, that is 3 back-to-back with Goten and Trunks. Please let this one be for him. Double. Yes. Yeah, bye guys. Now what? No, it's not 3 or more. Stop that. Stop. No. Why? No. Oh, dude, that's such a good pickup. Are you kidding me? They're not rainbowed yet. That's so good. But also, I'm almost 6,000 stones in. So I'm like, that's good, but it's, you know, maybe this isn't the time, but they're not rainbowed, so it actually is. It's good. But dude, look how many stones I have left, bro. This is insane. This is actually insane. This was the dumbest thing I've ever decided to do. No, maybe not ever, but this is up there. It is so crazy. I did not think I would, like, I thought these 6K stones was gonna last me through till close to probably Sand Day. I was like these 6K stones I can probably get, you know, dupes for my Gohan and Goku, and then because I always wanted this thing, and I was doing this knowing I wanted at least a dupe, but I can get a dupe for them, and then I can save for whatever the like pre-Saiyan Day Dokkan Fest is, and then maybe even actually get the Saiyan Day unit, because like I'm I'm done rainbowing. I mean, this is ooh, no way. No way. Unless I have like the craziest luck, I will still do the duel. That was a joke. But unless oh, that's rainbow. That's rainbow. Wow. Oh, that's my first copy, by the way. That's my first copy of them. I'm this deep into the banner. That's the first. I've pulled the Vegeta so many times as my first 2 copies. That's right. You just witnessed my first copies of them, period. Because I've pulled the Vegeta that much and the Goku only once. It's insane, the RNG that I would get that Goku that soon. What was he like? He was like within 300 stones on the banner. And then since then, I haven't gotten him once, but I've gotten that Vegeta like 10 times, I think. And that's not even like an exaggeration. I mean, this is a lot of stones. Buy a 3, get one free. I'm about to have to clear my box out again, and I've already cleared it out twice. That's how many characters I've pulled tonight. I mean, I've been sitting here for 2 hours summoning. 2 hours. Well, I took a minor break to talk to my wife, but 2 hours of just pure summons is nuts. Now, did I have to do this? No, I didn't. Was it silly I did this? Yeah, a little bit. But like, the thing is, and I'm just being totally transparent with you guys, like, once I have the dupe in this Goku, like, it won't matter really what happens in the duels. I mean, I hope I get some fun units to run, you know, and build some cool teams. And with how many LRs I pulled in this video, we should be able to at least like do something with the teams, I would think. But as far as like going until I just get a copy, I'm not going to do that in either of the videos, period. It's not a thing. Why couldn't have Beerus just been by himself? Why did it have to be Beerus and Chiaotzu? Why? I want to get my one more copy, and then I'm not gonna cry. What? Okay, that was sick. That was sick. I was not anticipating that. I definitely thought I just got like shafted because freaking Chiaotzu was there. But instead, oh my gosh, dude. I've been sitting here for so long, bro. This is crazy. Oh, get out of here, Zamasu. I don't want to see your face right now. I want to see that beautiful face of Goku riding that Nimbus cloud, baby. No, not you either, baby. Get out of here. Get out of here. There he is. Look at him. Carnival LR Goku 8th anniversary part 2 unit. Let's go. And with that, you already know that's the video. Hit that like button 10,000 times, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.